for the following year every December. And so my 25 predictions for 2025 last December was that we would see some players likely from Asia come over and make a name for themselves. And so
we were all scared of that.
I'm relying on Wei and Long to make my prediction come true. I think if they win this one, I'm going to declare my prediction correct.
Let's go, Jim.
Side out.
Let's start off with a quick side out. That is Fei Long
0-0-1
serving. Jamie Wei on the left.
Second serve.
Great put away there by Mari. Mari and Meghan, they have plenty of power. Really powerful team.
Side out.
That was a great drive there by Jamie Wei, but Mariana Humberg handled it like no problem.
0-0-1.
I think it's because Jamie and her partner are starting against the wind.
Point.
So
1-0-1. Second serve.
So yeah, when are you with the wind, the third shot can travel,
1-0-2.
travel a little bit too far.
Point. Two 0-2.
You don't want to miss the returns because that's automatic free point for your opponent.
Point.
Sort of like what we saw in the last match with the our underdogs leaving the ball up a little bit. Veterans like Dizon and Humberg
3-0-2.
They
eat those
know.
for breakfast.
Yeah, they know what to do with those. Great shot.
Side out.
Right back behind Mari. Good spot because Mari likes to play the left side in women's doubles as well, and she always
0-3-1.
looking to poach and be aggressive in the middle, so going back behind her, it's a great shot.
Point.
Maybe rattle her a little bit.
Gets Wei and Long on the board. See if they can settle in.
1-3-1. Point.
Some powerful backhands by Wei and Long.
Oh yeah, I saw them winning the hands battles against
2-3-1.
those two teams that they beat in the previous rounds.
Point.
Nice shake and bake. You saw how Jamie Wei really waited a long time on that cut from Humberg, waiting for it to kind of skip up
3-3-1.
before she attacked it. That was a really good technique.
Because those cut returns, they're really tricky.
Side out. Second serve. Three, 3-2. Side out.
See, when you drive your third shot, expect the shot from your opponent coming fast back right at your feet.
Second serve.
Both teams struggling with thirds so far.
3-3-2.
Another one from Jamie Wei. Nice redirect on the backhand. Really took that ball well out in front of her body. Key to that shot.
3-3-1.
Look like a Jeannie Arakina backhand.
Oh my gosh, stop it. Thanks, though. Wow.
Second
That-
serve.
That's a powerful backhand from Meghan this time.
Yeah, she's got some, showing she's got the power too.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
3-3-2.
Being vegan doesn't lack of power.
Side out.
Is that our insight of the day? That
I just always wondered myself, people that don't eat meat, where do they get the strength from? Maybe it's a silly,
3-3-1.
silly question, but
Megan's vegan?
yeah.
Oh. Okay, there's some inside knowledge for everybody. Nice ball there.
Second serve.
I'm a meatitarian vegan.
What does that mean?
It means you know how there's like pescatarian means you can eat
Yeah.
fish and so on. I'm a meatitarian. vegan.
3-3-2.
I can eat vegetables or meat. Meat-
Okay, got it.
Meatitarian vegan.
Nice.
I'm trying to start that as a new trend.
Here you go.
Point.
Jamie Way not pleased with herself.
1 point lead for
4-3-2.
Meghan and Mari.
Good
Side
counter
out.
there from Jamie Way. She took a step back to give herself a little bit of extra time.
Yeah, a little bit. When you speed up from that down low, the ball usually goes up. So if you're ready, you just pound it down on it.
3-4-1.
I think that may have been a little scouting there from Jamie Way, anticipating that Humberg likes to flick from there.
Yeah. Another inside, I think they hired Scott Crandall to coach them this tournament. And Scott is a really good coach and knows
Second
a
serve.
lot about the players and pickleball game itself, so maybe he helped them a little bit.
3-4-2. Side out.
Yeah. Not a very good drive there from Way. You're not going to tell me that AJ Cole is a
4-3-1.
vegetarian, are you? Meghan Dizon's a great and good friend.
You never know.
I'm not believing that one if you try to tell me that.
That's funny.
AJ's sitting right near us watching
Second serve.
Dizon play. Both teams here struggling to score points early. Nobody's really
4-3-2.
found a good pattern.
I know. Great dinking
Side out.
from the Trailblazers.
Yeah. I was just thinking that how, in contrast to our qualifiers, the guys in the last match who were leaving those
3-4-1.
shots a little up.
Yeah.
Women here are doing a good job of keeping the ball down.
Second serve.
That's the flick from Mari.
I thought they'd be on that. That seemed a little ambitious. I didn't think the ball was high enough for that, but it worked.
Yeah. Once you know it's coming, you're kind of more ready.
3-4-2. Point.
Service return error there from Humberg, slapping herself.
4-4-2.
Hate to give your opponent those easy points.
I know, but it's tough, you know. She just played a mixed match right before.
Side out.
That's the flip side of winning in the progression draw because
4-4-1.
you have to play a lot of matches
Point.
every day.
The service return error from long hands the lead back to Dizon and Humberg.
5-4-1. Second serve.
A little bit too ambitious from Meghan.
It's a good drive from Dizon there. Everybody hitting some good drives.
5-4-2.
All four players handling those good drives as well.
I'll tell
Side
you
out.
what, a good drop is better than a good drive.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'd like to. The drives are really being handled well by everybody. I'd like
Yeah.
to see a little more
4-5-1.
more topspin cross court drops.
Second serve.
I think Jamie Wade's just looking at that cut shot, just licking her chops,
Yeah,
trying to turn it around.
4-5-2.
that slice, like I said, really bitey, really low.
Point.
Lee and Long have not gotten that many not tried to get that many dink points. So I think they've been reasonably successful when they have.
Yeah,
5-5-2.
So I agree with you. I'd like to see them start dropping.
yeah, but if it's working so far, then
Ooh, boy.
Side out.
she had it.
Long had a really good look at that one.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like their game plan is to be more aggressive and attack first,
5-5-1.
really putting that pressure. That's a good roll, back and roll. See, Mari's gonna
Point.
speed up everything what she can reach into, which was a good speed up. It worked.
6-5-1. Point.
Humberg and Dizon doing a good job. of
Timeout
letting those-
receiver,
those balls go
7-5-1.
long.
Yeah, it's a skill. At the pro level, it's a really valuable
It was a little bit here with a 7-5 lead.
Time in.
Looking to keep it going.
7-5-1.
Wow. What a get. Oh,
Oh, Jamie Way was there.
yeah. Both girls have really good footwork
8-5-1.
and leg strength.
Second serve.
Jamie called the serve out. Mari agreed on that one.
8-5-2. Side out.
Good play there by Long.
Yeah, she really saw it coming from Mari. That flick countered it really well.
Yeah, stayed down.
Yeah.
5-8-1. Second serve.
Yeah, those drives from
A little bit,
Jamie Way just are not working.
yeah, a little bit too wild. You don't want to waste
5-8-2.
thirds again.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're not giving your opponent a chance to make a mistake.
Exactly. But it's tough because they really want to go for it. They don't want to be tentative, you know. What a shot.
Yeah.
Point.
So I like that. I like that better. Get to the
Yes.
kitchen line and then be
Yes,
aggressive at the kitchen line,
exactly,
as opposed to
yes.
being aggressive at the baseline.
Yep, I agree, 100%.
6-8-2.
There you go. Ooh, called long.
Side out.
Wonder if we'll see a challenge on that.
Interesting.
And
I
no,
didn't really see it landing.
it was really close. I just thought it was
8-6-1.
No challenge here.
no challenge. Got to use it or lose it sometimes, unless they want to use it as timeout.
Point.
Jamie yelled for a partner to let it go. I think that made Long kind of flinch a little bit.
9-6-1. Point.
Play there
Game
by
point.
Meghan Dizon. It gets them to our first game point.
Yeah, that Megan and Mari, they
10-6-1.
don't play around. Wow.
Wow.
Point
What a
game.
shot to
Timeout
end
change
the
in.
game
Yeah.
one.
Kind of a semi-lunging backhand, low backhand flick
I
right on the
know.
line. Beautiful.
Zero, zero, two.
Their aggression been working at some point, but yeah, I really want to see them grind more, you know, really extend those rallies.
Side out.
Focus on hitting really good dinks and drops.
Yeah, I think they gave,
Zero, zero,
gave
one.
away too many opportunities for points on thirds on drives that didn't work, either into the net or
Yeah.
long.
Yeah.
Just didn't give themselves enough opportunities.
Point.
Yeah, because Megan and Mari, they're doing a great job of taking advantage. Anything that's
1-0-1.
like they can reach out of the air.
Second serve.
And Dizon and Humberg playing well.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely give them credit for
1-0-2.
their play in that game one.
Side out.
Commentator Jinx.
Yep, absolutely. Well, I don't know if that technically was. If I had said something like Mari's been serving really well.
Yeah.
I don't think that would-
0-1-1.
Yeah.
Second
Yeah,
serve.
So they drove a third again, and it didn't work. You have two serves
0-1-2.
on the side out, so I want to see on the second serve them. Oh,
Side out.
spoke too soon.
You definitely don't want to see that.
Yeah.
Serve in the net. Now, Humberg especially is doing too good a job handling
1-0-1.
that power drive. It's
Exactly.
putting him in a bad position in the point early.
Nice.
Second serve. One zero two. Point.
When the opposite team's drives working, you know, like Mari's and Megan's shake and bake been working really well so far.
Point.
Everything going well here for Humberg and Dizon. Not so good for Wei and Long.
3-0-2. Point.
I
And
think
Timeout
I
receivers,
think they just
402.
put too much pressure on themselves.
2. Point.
A little bit long.
I think on the dink, sometimes they're going down the line too much.
502.
Yeah, it's easier to pop it up down the line than cross court.
Yeah, just not as much margin of error.
Point.
I think, yeah, they need to go for like a bigger margin, you know? Like, you don't have to aim. You don't have
602.
to paint the lines.
Second serve.
Interesting little cut, big cut return. Gave Mariana Humberg a little taste of her own medicine.
Yeah,
But
that's what it looked like.
There's a side out that they needed. See if they can convert a couple of points here, get back in the match.
Yeah, if you're going around, you gotta do it right here. Oh,
Humberg and Dizon bump into each other on an easy one. There again, Jamie Way going down the line off that two-hand backhand. That dink just does not have enough room
yeah,
going down the line like that. And then it's to Dizon's forehand.
exactly.
She's got small margin of error, then leaves it up a little bit.
161.
Opponent's forehand. That's just a bad formula. I'd rather see her roll it cross court.
Or a middle.
Or at least middle, yeah.
Yeah. Great drop.
There you go. Cross. Yeah. Same thing again. I wonder if they're
Second serve.
I wonder if they're trying to. Are they staying away from dinking cross court to Humberg's backhand? I mean,
That's a good question, yeah.
it almost looks like an intentional strategy.
And it's
162.
kind of windy. So I wonder it really
Side
makes
out.
that ball pop up with the wind.
Well, another reason to go cross court. Get better margin of
Exactly.
error.
611. Second serve. Six, 1-2.
Here you go.
Now they switch sides. Still down the line.
Yeah,
Point.
I don't understand why don't they want to do backhand cross court dinking. They're probably just scared of Mari's like backhand cut dink cross court. They don't really want to go there.
Or they don't want to feed the
7,
flick.
1-2.
Yeah.
Point.
Here's that flick.
Everything going well for Dizon and Humberg. They're on a roll.
Yeah.
8, 1-2. Side out.
It's in the budget. Mari's biting her paddle.
1-8-1.
Wow.
Second serve.
Yeah, that I was looking closely. That long hit that drive probably at least 4 feet behind the baseline. That's tough.
Yeah.
Tough. It just gives the opponent way too much time to read it.
1-8-2.
Dizon had plenty of time to wind up.
Great reset. great
Side up.
fill in
Point.
the middle. Way to put the ball down.
Two, 8-2.
Yeah.
Yeah, again,
Side
that
out.
drive. Mari's teeing off on that drive.
I know. You really gotta get yourself up to the
8-2-1.
up to the kitchen line, you know?
Yeah, so it's a tough game to win from the baseline.
Exactly.
A really tough game.
Point.
That's unexpected attack.
Yeah, that didn't look like the best speed up. Was kind of high, but
9-2-1.
They're just feeling themselves at this point.
caught Jamie Way by surprise.
Point.
It's a great attack
point.
across the body. Chicken wing forehand.
10-2-1.
And we've got our first match point.
Second serve.
It's well long.
Match point.
Match point number 2.
10-2-2. Side out.
Another chance to
Fought
come
off
back.
Fought off a couple match points.
Yeah.
10-2 is a long way to come back, but we've seen it this week.
Yeah. You never know.
2-10-1.
That's in. Oh, tweener alert. Good put
Point.
away.
Well, shot might make the highlight reel.
Yeah, that's a fun point.
Second serve.
Yeah. Way just hitting too many shots down the line to me.
And
Not enough
yeah.
cross court.
They can't.
3-10-2.
They're struggling get to the kitchen line.
Side out. Match point.
And a missed serve. And that brings us to match point number 3.
Let's see if they can convert on this one.
10-3-1. Second serve. Match point.
I want to see
10-3-2.
them to play a really smart point here to close it out. Yeah. Good drop. Great
Point, game
point
match.
to close
Oh,
out
off
the
the net.
match. A little bit unlucky, but great run for the Trailblazers.
And Humberg and Dizon take it 6-3, and they'll move on to semifinal Saturday. Good win for Humberg and Dizon, a 10 seed, making it all the way to the semifinal.
Yeah, like I
Really?
said, great